and can't wait to check out the new features. But your iPhone is somehow malfunctioning. The home screen isn't working properly, and it keeps lagging. Some of the existing apps don't work properly, and you can't access some files. In the tech world, that would mean your phone was bricked. Yeah, just an expensive brick in your hands. Firmware is software embedded in the hardware, or software for hardware for short. It's not like your regular software that can be transferred from device to device, or something that can be uninstalled whenever you want. Many gadgets have them, like phones, cameras, gaming consoles, routers, and computers. Each firmware is unique to each device, which is why it's very sensitive when installing. So when your device bricks, basically everything in your device that was updating got stuck midway. The firmware is only half overwritten by an external interruption and can't normally run anymore. The good news is that not all cases are the same. Some phones can be as useless as a brick, while some can be salvaged. If it's still half functioning, then there's a way to use your phone when it happens. The bad news is that a bricked device can't be fixed by normal means, which is why they always prompt you with a "do not turn off device when installing" message. You may be able to get away with a few seconds of a power outage, but it's better to keep your device plugged in whenever an update happens. And this applies to all devices that have firmware. Apple always has OS updates and encourages users to always back up their iPhones before updating if something like bricking happens. You can easily do that by plugging in your iPhone to your computer, opening iTunes, and clicking on Backup. Or you can always use the iCloud and other cloud services out there. That way, you'll be safe and can walk around happily with the latest firmware update. You open your drawer and find that old first-generation iPad you got when you were just a teenager. You charge it up, and it works. You're excited and saved yourself some money. You have your old account running, and it still works. So you go to the App Store and discover that you don't even have some of the essentials, like Netflix, Facebook, or Instagram. You try downloading them, but there's some error. These apps aren't compatible with your device, so you can't install them. Before sliding it back in the drawer to collect more dust, you figure something out. To download any new apps on an old OS in Apple, you have to have an existing account on a new iOS device. This doesn't work on Macs. If you already have an existing account on a new iPhone or iPad, you have to log in to those credentials on the old iPad. Once you do it, open your apps, and you can see a list of all your downloaded apps that are present on your phone. So you're not downloading them from the App Store, but rather downloading them from your app list. Now you can enjoy all the new apps on the old device. If you're feeling nostalgic, you can even download an old gaming console emulator on your Android device. It will allow you to play the old games you loved when you were younger. Still, be cautious about where you download apps. Any app downloaded outside the App Store or Google Play Store can contain viruses or malware that might damage your device. It's possible to have two messaging apps on your Android phone that supports dual SIM cards. Each brand of Androids has different names for it, but you can generally find the way to do it by opening Settings and searching for Dual Apps, Clone Apps, Twin Apps, or Dual Messenger. Once you activate it, you can open a new Messenger app for your new contacts on the new SIM card. Taking care of your phones is vital. If you have an OLED or AMOLED display on your phone, you can significantly save a lot of battery life by applying dark mode on the system and the running apps. On the other hand, LCD screens light up your phone with a backlight that's always on, even if your phone doesn't have high brightness. AMOLED or OLED displays activate each pixel to produce light. So, by having your phone on dark mode, fewer pixels are lit, which makes you save battery. And to push it into a higher gear, you can ditch your home and lock screen picture of your dog and opt for a plain black image. That way, when you unlock your phone and use it,